Senator Niall Donnghaile, you might like a brief word.
Very brief, Alas Carly. I just want to add my own words of commendation to all of those who have been noted, Minister, including yourself and your predecessors, and indeed your officials, who have, I think, brought a very positive and cooperative frame of mind to this process, going back even before my own time being involved in it. I want to echo, in particular, Senator Buttimer rightly said that this is, of course, as did Senator Conway Walsh, an issue that has affected, or that affects or impacts upon, and therefore there needs to be a space for the voice of men in this debate. And I think we have a particular role because, yes, I have noted with great respect and deference the leading role played by our women colleagues in this House. However, I don't find that exclusive to this piece of legislation. I find that's probably the case with most items that come before this House. But for me, this has been a learning experience. It has been a very informative and indeed at times a very, obviously given the circumstances, an emotional process at times. But if we accept and concede in the course of the importance of the outworking of this legislation that the vast bulk of victims of domestic violence and intimidation and abuse and harassment are women, then we therefore need to recognise that the vast bulk of the perpetrators are men. And that's why I think the process throughout this House and working with male colleagues and listening to their powerful contributions and interventions on this debate is important going forward. And like any other piece of legislation, as welcome as its passage and as important and as significant as its passage is, it isn't worth anything unless we can make a tangible difference to women and victims' lives out there, and that we continue to work in the collective and collaborative and proactive way that we have through the stages in this House, as this now plays out into broader society, that we recommit and rededicate ourselves to continuing to keep in a watching brief on this issue, that we stay alert to it, that we work, as Senator Higgins rightly said, with our NGOs, our colleagues in the NGOs, to ensure that we face the issue of domestic violence down, and that we bring the full rigour of the law and whatever influence we can towards supporting victims and towards putting those responsible, whoever they are, before the courts. So, Thank you,
Senator.